The 20th century has seen the mechanization of bakeries. The two world wars have accelerated this process in France. The baker's life was dramatically changed. During the 1950s, certain stages, such as mixing, dividing, and molding, were mechanized. More than 50 years later, a new revolution that improves the baker's daily life has emerged. Its main ambition? Improve the taste of the bread while allowing the artisan baker to view his trade from a different angle. Jean-Luc Bouvet, Sales Manager, Bongard, France. So Jean-Luc, will the Paneotrad replace the baker? In bread making, there are operations that cannot be done without a qualified baker. But in between the mixing and baking stages, there are numerous manual tasks that call for a lot of labor and little qualification. Paneotrad will take care of these repetitive and less gratifying tasks to free more time for developing new recipes and products. What's Paneotrad's objective? Better quality bread, build customer loyalty through consistent quality, reduce all menial tasks, reduce the labor costs, streamline production, offer oven-fresh bread on demand, save floor space. What are the benefits for the consumers? Bread with more volume, more taste and flavor thanks to use of doughs fermented for up to 60 hours. No use of dough improvers or chemical additives. Bread with longer shelf life. And now, Jean-Luc, can you explain to us how the Paneotrad works? Paneotrad is a compact machine. Height, 1860 millimeters, 73 inches. Width, 1150 millimeters, or 45 inches. Depth, 820 millimeters, 32 inches. Mounted on casters so it is easy to move around. The machine is made up of a rotating die holder equipped with 1 to 3 forming dies, 1 leveling board, 1 rising table, 1 storage bin. First operation, leveling dough without degassing. Second operation, the die holder rotates to form with a selected die. Third operation, optional, the die holder rotates again to form with a second die. For example, first die equals 10 divisions in width of 400 millimeters, followed by a second die which equals 6 divisions in length of 600 millimeters to make 60 rolls. The dough pieces, which are formed in a single operation, are instantly ready to bake. The rising table lifts toward the dies, which allows extremely easy access for cleaning. Someone had to think of it. Someone had to believe in it. Someone had to build it. It's now done. The name to remember to build the future is Paneotrad. Mixing. The mixing has to be adapted to any given flour type. A resting period between low and high speeds is mandatory. Weighing of ingredients. About 5 grams of fresh yeast per 1 kilogram of flour. About 20 grams of salt per 1 kilogram of flour due to high water absorption. Mixing. Add water and flour. 4 minutes before stopping the mixer, add salt and yeast. Mix 8 minutes on low speed. Mix 2 minutes on high speed. Keep in storage tubs. Scaling of dough chunks. Up to 7.2 kilograms of dough per tub, depending on the type of bread. Placing dough chunks in storage tubs. Flour dust the dough. Make a rectangle and create a single fold. Degas slightly by applying a light pressure. Transfer dough to tub with seam on top.
clarifier sans aucune difficulté. Voilà le pâton en bac et après nous n'aurons plus qu'à le filmer.
Cover the tub with a plastic wrap.
Alors on procède au
Cover the tub with a plastic wrap to avoid a dry skin.
de notre pâton pour éviter le croûtage au stockage à 4 degrés. On pose le film plastique par-dessus. C'est tout.
Short or extended retarding method.
Je vais la stocker
Stored dough at plus 2 degrees Celsius or 36 degrees Fahrenheit. While cooling dough increases by 1/3 of its original volume,
Alors maintenant, elle va subir un stockage en froid. On peut faire
storage period 6 to 72 hours. Minimum of 6 hours in order to get a good end result.
au froid. Deux peines différents.
On the right-hand side, short retarding method. On the left-hand side, extending retarding method. Paneotrad. Flour dust the dividing tray.
Grande facilité avec l'étoile pour démouler. Alors là, j'ai fait 3 passages parce que c'est un bac qui contient du pain enlevé.
Flour dust the dividing tray.
Projection de farine, de poussière de farine. Je vais faire 2 passages de manière à bien répartir la farine au fond du bac.
Transfer the dough from storage tub into the dividing tray. One can prepare up to 3 dividing trays while Paneotrad is going through one cycle of dividing and molding.
Grande facilité avec l'étoile pour démouler.
Flour dust dough chunk. A single coat of flour is sufficient when one does a single die, but a double coat of flour is recommended for a dual die mode. Put the tray in the Paneotrad.
Pendant que je démoule celui-là, je vais mettre immédiatement celui-là dans la panéo.
Program the control panel.
6 divisions horizontales. Maintenant,
Programming a dual die mode. For example, first die for 10 baguettes, 400 millimeters long, and second die to get 60 rolls.
nous pouvons réaliser 60 petits pains en 1 minute à peu près. Voilà, elle revient à son départ initial, c'est-à-dire le plateau d'égalisation dans la pâte. Voilà. La lumière verte est éteinte, nous pouvons sortir notre bac de mise en forme.
Depanning and baking.
Pour faciliter le démoulage, nous avons
Depanning of dough
un
pieces.
U sur lequel nous plaçons notre plateau et qui va nous permettre de démouler facilement.
Single die to obtain 10 baguettes. Transfer of dough pieces into oven loader, scoring, loading, baking.
Facilement, sans collage. On va
Double
scarifier
die to get 60 rolls.
sur notre planche de mise en forme, ce qui fait que c'est quand même un grand gain de temps plutôt que de scarifier petit pain par petit pain. Voilà, si on veut, on peut faire des croix, ou couper un travers, ou faire plusieurs traits. C'est à l'appréciation de la clientèle et du boulanger.
Cleaning.
Nous allons procéder au nettoyage de la panéo. Alors important,
Select cleaning mode.
nous allons ouvrir la panéo.
Open the front cover. Clean forming die with a soft plastic brush or damp cloth.
De la matrice. Toujours se servir d'objets en plastique, jamais d'objets tranchants, coupants. Sinon, nous risquerions d'abîmer la matrice. Alors avec une petite brosse, on peut aller à l'intérieur. Si des fois il y avait de la pâte qui avait un petit peu collé aux parois de la matrice.
Once the first die has been cleaned, the operator rotates the die holder to access the next die.
On doit continuer à nettoyer les autres matrices. Donc il faut remettre le bac à l'intérieur. Nous remettons les sécurités.
Rotate dies to continue cleaning process.
Et là, nous allons procéder à une rotation. Et le nettoyage peut continuer. Pour le dessous, c'est-à-dire le plateau,
Clean rising table with a brush.
une brosse avec des poils souples. On récupère
The sliding door prevents the flour from escaping.
lorsqu'on la ferme, l'outil est en sécurité.
Know-how. Mixing tips. 4 minutes prior to stopping the mixer, add salt and fermented dough.
Mon pétrin, et que la deuxième vitesse me permet de lisser la pâte et de lui apporter un petit complément de force.
Once mixing is almost done, add a little more water to get a more